There are moments when you walk away from a conversation and something feels off. You can't explain it. You just feel smaller, more confused, slightly guilty for no clear reason. And the strange part, nothing obvious happened. No shouting, no argument. Just a quiet shift. Visual, dim light, person sitting alone, staring into space. What if I told you this wasn't accidental? You experience it in everyday life. A friend makes a joke that somehow cuts deeper than it should. A colleague praises you, but leaves you feeling inadequate. Someone ignores you, then suddenly gives attention again. You feel relief. Visual, flickering light, shifting shadows. These moments are subtle, almost invisible, but your brain notices because beneath the surface these are patterns, and psychology has names for them. They are not always intentional, but they are powerful, and they shape how you feel about yourself. Before going deeper, understand this. You are not weak for being affected by this. You are human. Your brain is designed to read social signals, to seek approval, to avoid rejection. These patterns work because they tap into ancient systems inside your mind. Systems built for survival. Not for modern relationships. Visual, abstract brain animation with soft pulses. You are not broken. You are responsive. Think of your brain like a prediction machine. It constantly asks, am I safe? Do I belong? Am I valued? Now imagine someone suddenly interferes with those signals. It's like adjusting the lighting in a room, just enough that you start questioning what you see. This is where quiet manipulation lives. Not in loud control, but in small distortions. Sometimes someone makes you question your own memory. They say things like, that never happened. You're overthinking. You're too sensitive. And slowly, you begin to doubt yourself. Your own experiences feel uncertain. Your own thoughts feel unreliable. Because your brain prefers harmony over internal conflict. So instead of holding your ground, it bends. Other times, the tension comes and goes, warm one day, distant the next, then warm again, and suddenly, you find yourself waiting, checking, hoping. Not for the person, but for that feeling of being chosen. Because your brain releases more reward when something is unpredictable. The uncertainty becomes addictive. Then there are moments that feel intense. Too fast. Too many compliments, too much closeness. Too soon. It feels rare, like you found something special. But when it fades, you don't question it, you chase it. Because your mind has already labeled it as important. And losing it feels like losing something real. Sometimes the blame quietly shifts. You're called selfish for setting boundaries. You're called distant for protecting your energy. And instead of rejecting it, you reflect. You wonder, am I the problem? Because your brain is wired to self-evaluate. First. And that small doubt is enough. Then comes silence. No explanation, no closure. Just distance. And it feels heavier than anger ever could, because your brain reads silence as rejection. And rejection once meant danger. So you search for answers. You replay everything, trying to fix something you don't fully understand. Sometimes another person enters the picture. Not directly, just through comparison, mentions, references, subtle hints. Now it's no longer connection. It's competition. Your mind shifts into proving mode, because being valued suddenly feels uncertain. And then there's guilt, not forced. Just implied. I thought you cared. I guess I expected more. And now your choices feel heavier, because your brain is wired for reciprocity. When someone frames themselves as giving, you feel obligated to give back, even when it costs you. You don't need to fight any of this aggressively. You just need to see clearly. When something feels off, pause. Name it. What just happened? Giving it a name creates distance, and distance creates clarity. You might feel guilty, but ask yourself, did I actually do something wrong? Because feelings are signals, not always truth. Watch patterns, not moments. Anyone can be kind sometimes. Consistency reveals reality. Your brain remembers emotional peaks. But truth lives in repetition. Slow down your response. Even a few seconds can break the cycle, because manipulation depends on reaction, and pause returns control. And gently shift your focus. Instead of asking, what do they think of me? Ask, what do I think of this? That one question changes everything. Imagine your mind as a room with dim lighting. Nothing is broken, nothing is missing, but the light has been adjusted, just enough to make things unclear. Your job is not to fight the room. It's simply to turn the light back on. Visual, Soft light slowly filling the space. Not everyone does this intentionally. Some people learn these patterns without realizing, but awareness changes your role. You stop reacting automatically. You start seeing clearly, and in that clarity, something shifts. You don't feel smaller anymore. You don't feel confused. You just observe. Quietly. And choose what deserves your energy.